right, rundown. May 8th, 2024. Jeff DeLow, Clem, Glenny Balls. Two of the best players in the Dozen Trivia League this season. Go check it out. Glenny, leading scorer in the league. Fun fact.
Glenny!
Yeah, monster. This I almost said match. This episode, this rundown.
You are talking in Dozen voice right now.
I am. I'm like, we have 4 weeks left. I'm just very dialed in. Barstool Golf Time makes it super easy for golfers to find the best tee times at the best prices. Stop searching all over Google or wherever you may go. So horrible. There's some horrible golf time, like tee time websites. Search multiple courses in your area from the app. Annoying to have to create accounts and all that. You just make one account with Barstool Golf Time. Book all your tee times. Earn rewards. Leave reviews. Helps you maybe find something. If someone else leaves a review, then you can redeem those for rewards, free Barstool Golf merch, all that. Through May, throughout the month of May, the more tee times you book, the more entries you get for a chance to win the brand new Skills and Barstool Golf Training Aids. Skills, great golf training aids. Bringing my game back. Haven't played much the last couple of years. I will need some training aids. We'll be hitting the range. Big time thanks to the Barstool Golf and Skills partnership. See the app for more details. Download the Barstool Golf Time app now. Shout out to the Foreplay boys. Shout out to the fellas over at Foreplay. Islanders fan Frankie Borelli gotta be devastated that the Rangers in 3 overtime yesterday.
2 overtime.
2 overtime. Sorry, I was on a plane. 2 overtime. Incredible game. Rangers win. We'll start with hockey. Fuck it. We're gonna start with hockey.
Cool.
Rangers beat the Hurricanes 4-3, 2-0 series lead. They have not lost yet in this playoffs. Glenny Balls, but I kind of want to ask you. Atmosphere is incredible. My Golden Knights are out. I'm pulling for the Rangers personally. My good friend Glenn likes to win a cup. MSG atmosphere is crazy for Rangers games, but Glenny, stop serving beer. At what point in the third period?
Yeah,
I saw your story. You were like, "Oh no."
It's tough because at the start of the third period they cut you off. So I was drinking double vodka sodas all night, and I was like, "This is we're only down 1 right now. If the Rangers are going to win, obviously my mindset because it was 3-2 going into the third. If the Rangers are going to win, it's probably going to go to overtime. So I just got a vodka soda, just drank it very, very slow. So I had a little bit of it for like the intermission and the start of the first overtime. Then when you go to that second overtime, you got another 17 minutes between. You got the actual play. It's tough. They should. Who's driving to the game in Manhattan? No one's driving to the game.
That's true.
No one's driving to the game in the middle of New York City.
And if you are, you probably have a driver anyway, right? Probably some rich guy with a driver.
There should be some sort of, I don't know, maybe like overtime 10 minutes left, reopen the stands or something. Because what is that for? That's for like drivers, I'd assume that because everyone does it like Knicks.
Yeah, and for rowdiness.
Usually baseball's like middle of 7th inning. Everyone has their cutoff. But yeah,
keep it cool about the end of the game. That's when you need it the most, though. Playoff hockey overtime, you need to take the edge off a little.
Oh my God, playoff hockey overtime. People don't realize people do realize it's there's nothing else like it because it's sudden no matter what. Everything else, that's how you got a walk off home run happening. At least you know that the batter can hit a walk off home run, and you know when the pitcher's coming. This is just it sucks. You need alcohol.
And usually, playoff hockey overtime goals are kind of out of nowhere. There's always something weird. Always something weird.
Like,
always something out of nowhere.
Like it's so rare that you're getting like a nice finish on a playoff hockey goal. But yeah, it was great. It was good.
Crazy to be there in attendance. I mean, you check it out. Glenny filmed himself at the end there. Got the reaction of the goal.
Fucking hitting my stupid fucking phone every 2 minutes.
It was great. Rangers up 2-0. Avs up 1-0. On the Stars, they're down 3-0. They came back 1-4-3 in overtime. NBA wise, Cavs
Jeff,
got.
I do want to mention before we get into this, tonight's game 2, Bees Panthers. We might have a dual Boston New York.
We might.
Final.
We're going to talk most about the Knicks here. Sorry to those that might offend. Celtics beat the piss out of the Cavs. Celtics are very good. Cavs don't have it. Jared Allen hurt anyway. I don't think any of that matters. Also, Donovan Mitchell's hurt too, but I don't think any of that matters. I just don't think. I think Cavs have the worst coach in the NBA. I think JB Bickerstaff's an atrocity. It's the worst. No difference. Worst lineups out on the floor. Celtics are also very good. I don't think any of it matters. I think they're just that good. Thunder beat the Mavs. Mavs kind of look a little out of gas a little bit there too. I don't know what it is. Like they had a tough series. Thunder are fucking money, but Knicks Pacers game 2 tonight. Panthers Bruins, like you mentioned, Glenny. Canucks Oilers game 1. Very excited for that. Oh, Oilers Rangers Stanley Cup final. Holy shit. McDavid at MSG.
That would be
crazy. Awesome. Glenny, New York guys. Knicks up 1-0.
I've been watching a little bit.
Got away with it a little bit the other night. The breaks went your way a little bit.
I fully admit, if the Knicks had lost the game in the same manner the Pacers lost, I'd be furious. I'd be beside myself. The kickball that can't be reviewed. So then you'd be motherfucking the NBA that they don't review kickballs when they review all this other. That's got to be
reviewed going forward.
Yes. I'm hoping that there's changes that come out of this series at the very least for like the long term of the NBA. And then like the moving screen. Now listen, I had to deal with Kevin Garnett back in like 20, whatever it was, 13, his moving screens. Bam Adebayo, have to deal with all his bullshit. So it was nice to finally get one of those called. But again, I'd be furious.
I mean, the Cavs would have won 4 straight NBA titles if they called moving screens in the Warriors. I mean,
yeah, exactly.
Maybe not 4, at least 2.
But like, I think they had made that call earlier in the game as well, and it's like,
I don't think it was that bad.
Thing. Yeah, exactly. It's like the cornerback who you call the pass interference, don't call the pass interference. I mean, Saints fans are losing their minds, right? With that one, that's the most egregious one. This one's a little more ticky tacky, but hey. I've said the LJ 4-point play was revenge for Reggie shoving down Greg Anthony in that, 8 points in 9 seconds. This was like a little extra bonus on top of it. So, let's also call a spade a spade. Tyrese Halliburton scored 6 fucking points the whole game. No points in the fourth quarter. Jalen Brunson scored 43. The Pacers made some stupid mistakes. Like, you got to win the game. I actually commend Rick Carlisle for
had a lead.
Yeah, and it's a home court. You get the home court whistle. 1-0. Go game 2.
I said too, the Knicks are getting a lot of things breaking their way, and someone's like, yeah, it's got to have to stop. And I said, I don't know, though. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes they just goes your way. And that's how you win titles. Things got to go your way.
And just watching the Knicks, dude, I know everyone's been talking about it. Josh Hart is so fucking ridiculous.
He's a dog.
That third quarter interview the other night when he was dying. I mean, how the fuck how can someone play 48 minutes?
One of my favorite memes.
He does it every game.
All the Josh Hart memes where they just have someone just diving or a dog diving into like a pile of leaves, like Josh Hart. When a ball is a chance to get a rebound on a loose ball.
I was just reading about him the other day. I know he won like Big East Player of the Year at Villanova. Was he like more of a scorer at Villanova, or was he always like this? Like, was he just like a star player at Nova, or is he always like this where he just is a fucking Rottweiler?
That whole team was honestly he fits exactly what the team was. He was that good. I mean, they had a couple of guys too on those teams. Amari Spellman, they were fucking fantastic.
Jeff, you mentioned it too. Like the new thing now is like the league is trying to fix it that the Knicks go to the NBA championship, or they're getting all these calls. Which first of all, like Embiid should have been thrown out of that game in game 3. So it's like we can start there, and then we'll start talking about how the Knicks have gotten every call because game 2 they had the crazy Maxey thing. The Maxey fucking 4-point play was a travel. Let's like pump the brakes on the NBA fixing everything for the Knicks. Also, we were a punchline for like 20 years. We've never moved up in the lottery since Patrick Ewing in 1985. If they wanted to fix it for the Knicks, I think we could have we would have gotten Zion that one year. We would have gotten, moved up at least a few spots in some of those drafts. So like, I just want to say, like, trust me, I will assure you, as someone that has watched the Knicks since like 91, the NBA does not give a fuck about us, at least post David Stern. David Stern might have frozen some envelopes, done some stuff behind the scenes. I don't know. I can't speak on that. Got respect the dead, but Adam Silver clearly doesn't give a fuck about us.
I also got to say too about the Nova thing. There's always trends in sports, right? Like NFL, they're hiring hot young coaches. NBA, they're hiring guys who retired 5 minutes ago to be coach, or even like the stretch 4 thing where it's like, everyone's got a Kevin Love who can shoot the 3, plays the 4. What if now you just want to get a bunch of guys who played together in college? Like, what if someone drafts like what goes out and drafts like Castle Klingon and like Tristan Newton? It's like you just get the UConn guys together. Like, that should be the new thing. It's like get a couple guys who know each other well and have great, like the Nova guys have just unbelievable chemistry, and obviously anyone does. But there's this so baked into their Nova run that you can kind of see it.
It's so weird too because. Again, we're stupid Knicks fans. At this point, we're usually looking for the next star we're going to get in free agency who won't even end up taking meeting with us. And it's like, if there is a trade coming down the road for the superstar, which I think will make the Knicks like a legit contender, it's like, fuck, like we can't move any of the Nova guy. We can't move Dante DiVincenzo in a trade for, Phil and Star here.
That's where it gets tough.
Yeah, it's wild. So there's definitely something to be said. I think basketball is one of those sports, especially where the chemistry does like go bigger than that. And I said, like, when when one of those guys gets a pass from one of their Nova teammates, it feels like there's like a 30% better chance it's going to go in, just because it makes no sense in the world. I know, but I'm telling you, it has to check out.
Right. No, hey, big game tonight. I mean, Pacers looked really good. And then, but I mean, also I think that was kind of the game the Pacers needed. It's like Knicks coming off that emotional series, hard fought, like it was a slugfest. Kind of think they needed that one. Austin Rivers, this was the big news yesterday, which I don't really find this beef as quite as entertaining as Drake and Kendrick Lamar, but he said that you could take 30 players and throw them in the NFL today, but you can't take 30 NFL players and put them in the NBA. It fired up a lot of people. Will Compton getting in on the mix. Do you guys have stances on this? I mean, obviously, like Jay was like, Mike Evans can dunk, like stuff like that. You know,
I think the other way around immediately.
You think NFL guys could ball?
Oh yeah, like a big tight end, 1,000%.
I'm with you. I've always been much more on the NFL side of the NBA versus NFL. And then you're talking athlete versus like specialized, where NBA is specialized. I'm personally on the NFL side. We've seen all those guys like the Tony Gonzalez's and shit like that. You could be like the big power forward. We all play with them in like rec leagues who they can't really shoot well. They can at least box out, get some rebounds, do stuff like that. This is the fucking real thing that no one's talking about. You could give me you can't take 3 NBA or NFL players and put them on a hockey rink and skate and do all that kind of shit. NHL is the real winner here.
True. Probably baseball as well. My thing is that I think NBA players definitely could be good in the NFL. I think we know that. We've seen basketball guys be good in the NFL, vice versa. But I don't think it's as much of a shoe-in as easy. Like you don't see it as often as you like. If it was that easy of a convert, you'd see it more. Like who's recently? Obviously Antonio Gates comes to mind. Julius Peppers in a weird way. He didn't play tight end. He played D end. Obviously, Jimmy Graham.
Yep. But that's the exact type of person. Like Jimmy Graham, like a big tight end. It would. I feel like that's what we're looking at.
If you look it up though, there's a lot of guys who try, but they don't end up getting in there. So it's not as I don't think it's as much of a shoe-in as some people say.
I'm trying to think what if the NBA guys are going over there, what position are they playing?
You'd have to get big guys playing tight end, right? That's really, I think, the only thing they could play.
Really, because I'm trying to think of an NBA guy. Let's say Devin Booker. Like, what's Devin Booker going to play?
Yeah, like does he have the ball skills to like
a receiver, a running back?
He has to be a receiver, a back, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know if he has that. Like I don't think he has that in his bag.
And again, the way like DNs are made, DNs could I think easily be in the NBA.
He wouldn't be a back. He's way too tall to be a back. He'd be a receiver, obviously. But I mean, but even like receiver, do they like NBA players are fast? They have the foot speed that some of these NFL receivers have. I don't know. Like some of these NFL receivers are just they're otherworldly.
I'm picturing about maybe some like D linemen again and be like Dexter Pittman types, like just big centers. And just body people. Like the guy at NC State. What's his name? DJ
Burns.
Yeah.
Is he going to get an invite? Because that was like there were some whispers before the draft.
I don't think he liked that concept. Though. I think he was like he didn't like that idea.
Oh, and that's what I think happens. I think like a lot of guys, if they could play basketball, football, they'd rather play basketball.
He had no interest.
You just get your ass kicked in football. And then when these guys are like, oh shit, I could maybe make money. A guy like Jimmy Graham is like, all right, I'll give it football a shot because basketball clearly dries up. Because again, I know 82 versus 17 is a very different number. Basketball players are kind of known as the load management league and the guys who don't want to get hurt. Joel Embiid would like die if he even like stepped on a football field. Where these NFL players, it's like the shit that they're doing. Like they can't walk after they retire at the age of 30, mind you. They can't walk downstairs, right? So I think there is two different sports at hand. I know the specialization of basketball is different, but I think what's your thoughts, Jeff? Like, are you with me and Galani where it's NFL versus the NBA?
The NFL to NBA thing is tough because like you see like Myles Garrett plays in the celebrity game and Myles Garrett's like a good basketball player, but like my only thing with the NBA is where I might lean to the side of Rivers a little is that just NBA players are so fucking good. Like they're so like their level of skill to make a basket is like the difference between that and look, the difference between NFL and college football is astronomical as well. But the difference between NBA and college basketball is light years. I was way less, there's way more or way less players, excuse me. So that's my only thing I'd hesitate to. But I don't think it's as easy as Austin Rivers says it is either.
Clem's point about being the load management league, I'm pretty sure I remember like a quote from George Kittle saying every week is literally like getting into a car accident.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like literally, it's like your body's getting into a car accident every week.
Yeah, that is true. There's a couple guys. So Moelle Cox, another one, played for VCU. Forgot about that. Julius Thomas played for Portland State, played in the tournament. Darren Fells, obviously we know like the really famous big ones. So, but it's few and far between. Ross Travis played for Penn State basketball. He played for the Chiefs, I think, maybe Colts. So I don't. It's tough. I don't know if there's a dead on right answer. I don't think it's as easy as I would say. I don't think it's easy as Austin Rivers says it is. That's the thing.
I wonder if Austin Rivers academic decathlon.
Who's the one that said Austin Rivers, you're not in either, so shut up? Who said that?
Dion and Bo should host like a basketball versus football game, and then the decider is baseball.
Oh, it's JJ Watt.
JJ Watt came at him, right? Yeah.
Also, JJ Watt's retired, so I don't know why JJ Watt said that.
He kick his ass, probably. That's. I also have to say, like, I understand where Rivers is coming from because it's like an NBA 12-man roster is like the best of the best of the best. 53-man in NFL, you have a lot of different positions, but it is a bigger thing. But it's like we can't be doing semantics like shit on this.
JJ Watt walked it back. See, Will Compton would never. I like JJ Watt. Will Compton would never do this. JJ Watt said, you don't got a job in either right now. Go ahead and try it. And then he replied to his own tweet and said, for the record, I could absolutely not play in the NBA. 6 hard fouls is about all I can give you and call it a day. And then Austin Rivers replied and said, played 11 years, broski. Might play next year. In fact, that would make it 12. Like someone I know. Respect you're a football legend holding it down for the bros. My comments weren't meant to be disrespectful. Only a point to how athletically gifted NBA players are, which is true. He goes, I'm going to be 100% honest. I did something I hate when people do to me. I commented on the headline without watching the video for context. Come on. That's not fun. Be Will Compton. Be Will Compton going, Will Compton trying to put the teams together already. That like he did with the black versus white players too. And he did that thing.
Dave Portnoy built a goddamn $500 million empire by people who, just go with the headlines without reading the articles. That's how we fucking do it around here, man. Will
was posting receipts. He was like, here's T. Higgins playing basketball.
Dude, T. Higgins is fucking incredible.
Yeah.
That dunk he has from like the foul line.
Yeah. T. Higgins, definitely leave the Bengals and go play basketball. I would love that. That was like the big sports thing yesterday. Other stuff that either you watched the Jerry Seinfeld Pop-Tart movie?
No. So I saw the like picture of it on Netflix, like the banner or whatever, and I saw Seinfeld. I saw like 2 or 3 other people. And I was like, oh, maybe I'll check that out. I like Pop-Tarts. I'll fuck with that. And then I was happened to be on the stream for the Knicks, and like 6 people were like, don't you fucking dare watch a movie. It's the biggest pile of shit ever. Then I remembered you had a comment, Stephen Shea had a comment, and how I feel about movies, I mirrors one of those people a little more than the other. I'll just say that, Jeff. You're the movie guy here.
Well, the main takeaway, people think I hate Stephen Chan. It's just very funny. The amount of DMs I got yesterday that were like, you're a piece of shit, go fuck yourself. Don't fuck with anyone on the yak. And then the other half was like, thank you. I hate Stephen Chan. I'm glad you despised him. I'm like, I don't hate Shay. Like we just different opinion. We're having fun with it. I hate the movie. I think it's the worst thing I've ever watched in my life. It's just horrendous. But hey, it's comedy. It's subjective. Glennie likes That's My Boy. I hate that movie.
Oh, it's an amazing movie. I feel like Jerry does not convert well on movies.
It's his first live movie. It's his first ever movie.
No, the only movie is like what, B movie, right?
B movie, yeah, the anime.
So I liked as a child. I thought B movie was great.
The most interesting discussion to get with Jerry's most successful things, and Jerry Seinfeld is amazing. I love Seinfeld, but it's brought up the discussion that nobody's really having is that like, how much does Jerry Seinfeld need Larry David?
It's very. One. It feels like Jerry was
Belichick or Brady.
Belichick, exactly. And then it turns out David's the Brady, and then Larry going to doing Curb Your Enthusiasm was Tampa Bay years, right? It's kind of crazy how that worked out.
Yeah. I don't hate the 2 seasons of Seinfeld that Larry's not on. I like the later episodes.
I like all the seasons. I will be with you there. I'll give my thumbs up to Jerry Seinfeld. I like all the seasons of Seinfeld, so no complaints there. Last thing, Gregg Doyel was suspended. That's the guy from the Indy Star. He made that really creepy Caitlin Clark comment. Like he gave her like the heart sign. Then he pointed at her coach and was like, you just got the keys to that. What are you going to do with it? It was just weird. It was strange. Greg Doyel's always been the kind of a weird guy online. If you haven't followed or like seen that name in a while, like you may not know, but I also know him as the guy who like he's like the journalist who like kick people's ass, like he knows like jujitsu or something. He's just being weird with Caitlin Clark and the Indy Star was like, nah, you're done, dude. Like you're not attending any games. You're not writing about her. Stop being a fucking. That's the thing. It's like I even hate. People are like, oh, he called her that and it and all that. Like it's not even like a woke thing. It was weird. It was just creepy. It made your skin crawl listening to him talk to her. So yeah, it's probably for the best.
Yeah, every time you watch that video, it somehow gets creepier, right?
Oh,
it really is. It makes your skin crawl. And he is one of those guys that, again, not a diehard college hoops guy anymore, but I know him from just people quote tweeting him and dunking on him like every few months or so. And I forgot this until someone brought it up. Like he's one of the Deflategate, indie guys that was on the other side of the battleground in Deflategate. So it's always good to see those guys just get wiped off.
I can just imagine him doing this to her. I'm like, just also
that's mama level. That's mama level.
Oh yeah. Also, it's crazy how quickly they make the WNBA players play in the WNBA. I mean, granted, they play the summer league. The NBA players play in the summer league pretty quickly, but then they have the rest of the summer. The WNBA season is like about to start.
I honestly thought that like there was a typo when I had seen like Caitlin Clark's first game is tomorrow, and I'm like, that can't be. That simply
give her a minute. Does she even know her teammates' names? Like, oh my god.
Do you think it's gonna like? Do you think we're gonna have a run here now? WNBA is gonna just like slide on up because I'd love to see it. I just don't know if it will actually happen now. You have to.
I think there's a possibility. I also think it's got to happen pretty quick.
Yeah,
I also think like I don't think it's a thing that's going to be a slow build. Like I think if it happens, it's going to happen off the top and continue. I don't know. I could be dead wrong on that. I hope it happens. I really do. Like why would you not want more people to like more sports? So, give her 15 minutes. She just got drafted. It's crazy. Like unreal. Tonight, Knicks Pacers stream. Jerry After Dark. Shout out to Jerry. Did a marathon in 11 hours and 18 minutes on the treadmill. Also, like squirted lemons in his eye and ate donuts. He made a great comment. He said, after doing something like that, you should automatically have a six pack. I would agree. There should be like if you do that, you should automatically have something. And then
I need to set reminders for Jerry After Dark just because like I can't make it to the streams. I'm too old. Like just the next morning, I always just wake up and I just like see the chaos that unfolded. 11 hours.
You could have woke. He was doing it at decent time, Eastern time this morning. He was still doing it.
What is it,
I
like
might have actually been up for minutes.
26 miles, yeah.
No, I'm saying like how much was a mile a minute? 11 hours, 26 miles.
What, almost 2 miles an hour? It was almost 2 miles an hour, right? It was 11 hours, so.
That's 26. These did 26 minutes a mile. Am I wrong on that?
That's what I said. It's got to be around there,
good
right?
math. There you go. Sorry, good math. Why even pull out the calculator? Glenn balls
math in college.
Glenn Math, leading scorer in the dozen right there. Smart guy. You said you don't even care. It's not even about winning MVP. It's about people thinking that you're smart. That's like all you want.
No, I know I'm not going to win MVP by all the tweets. There's no chance I win MVP, but everyone's tweeting below me. Got to be Kirk or Kelly. Got to be Kirk or Kelly because Tommy's also a stud. Me and Tommy are the Bash Brothers of trivia. True.
Well, that's what hurts Eddie. It hurts Eddie and Clemmer are Bash Brothers as well. It's like they're both too good. Dozen All-Star game Sunday. Clem All-Star not playing. Glenny All-Star, he'll be in it. 4 weeks left. Dozen trivia tournament starts live from Chicago on the 17th of June. So that's it. Good luck to the Knicks balls. I don't know where I stand on. I mean, the Rangers. Sorry, I would say I don't know where I stand on the Knicks. I still have a little bit of hate because they're the ones that started all LeBron stuff years ago.
They're a very likable team.
They are like
they play basketball.
I'm a Big East guy too, and I like Brunson, I like DiVincenzo, and I like Hart.
Would you have liked it if you were still in New York, Jeff? Like New York is alive when the Knicks are good.
Would it be any really different? Is crazy.
The Rangers thing, yes, I like I enjoy the Rangers energy. I think it's just probably it'd be fun to watch. I don't. Also, my team's still in it. They're like no fucking shot, but. I still maybe this is the playoffs that I don't hate the Knicks anymore anymore after this. Like, I just don't care enough. Like, also,
We'll take it.
Also, LeBron came back and we won a title. So why? Like, I shouldn't care. It's like I've seen the Knicks strike out enough on free agents for like you know what? I've won. I've got my title. He came back. No, all right. I won't. You know what? No hate against the Knicks. No hate
Go
against.
New York, go.
Feels like
No
94, right, Glenny?
Oh, it feels like 94. And speak once again, this Boston, New York double final. I can't wait.
Yeah, it would be pretty crazy. It would be pretty crazy. All right, that's it. That's the rundown. I'll talk to you tomorrow.